When the content of your presentation is ready, it will be the time to write the script of your speech and fill your presentation with interactive elements, such as polls, audience questions, feedback, and so on. Impress Service will help you do this by providing a complete set of speakers' tools to interact with the audience. It is quite simple to create the interactive elements of your presentation in the personal Impress account. First of all, you should formulate the capabilities and properties of your interactive presentation, such as the address at which the presentation will be available, the language of your presentation, and the interfaces of the participants, availability, registration of participants via the social network, and of course, customizing the format. The next step is to set up the configuration of the topics for the questions you want to get from the audience during the performance. If the topics of the questions aren't specified, the function will be unavailable. The next step is to make a questionnaire according to the results of the presentation. This is very useful if you want to get additional data about your audience, for example, when doing a sales presentation. If you don't want to conduct surveys, just click the Next button. Further on, if you want the presentation results to generate feedback about the quality of the presentation and your skills, you can set the theme of the feedback. If you don't want to get any feedback, just skip this step. So it's time to create a poll. It's simple, and you can just make it in 3 steps. First, set the theme and style of the poll. You can also illustrate the poll image and add the countdown clock. The next step is to set the sample answers to the question. In this case, we create a poll agreement, which does not involve the creation of sample answers. Participants will be able to answer these questions only with yes or no. The last step will specify the report, which displays the voting results in real time. It's possible to define multiple reports and to determine the sequence of their appearance. This can be useful if you want to display the results of the survey by gender or age of the participants. It's time to add the interactive elements into our presentation. Make it easy with the Impress module, available for installation and use via the Microsoft Office Store. The interactive elements are set up simply through drag and drop. You will need the Welcome widget to start the presentation, which allows members of the presentation to visit the website of the interactive elements and gives your presentation online status. Then, place the widgets of the polls, results, questions from the audience, and the launch of the survey and its feedback on the slides where you expect them to be. For absolute confidence in your speech, you can play through the entire presentation to make sure all the scheduled items are working properly, and then reset the data in the interactive elements in your personal account. When it's time to speak, just open your presentation in PowerPoint, start your speech, and scroll the slides. Impress will do the rest. To visit the website of the interactive elements of your presentation, Participants scan the QR code on the Welcome widget or enter the URL of your presentation. When it's time to learn the opinion of the audience, just start the poll by clicking Next. Nothing else, just like that. When the poll starts, participants will get a push notification, and the voting window will be displayed automatically on the website of your presentation. The participants' answers to your question will be displayed in real time on the slide. Incredible, isn't it? You can poll your audience on any subject, using 8 different surveys and over 30 available charts of voting results to choose from. Also, all specified presentation functions created by you will be available for the audience. During the presentation, it is possible to get questions from the audience grouped into pre-specified topics, and users can vote for their favorite questions which will appear first. Thanks to the FileBot system, participants can easily access the presentation files to download or send the material by email. After the presentation, the participants will be invited to give feedback on your presentation and do the survey. All these features will be available on the website of the interactive elements of your presentation, where the participants were at the beginning of your speech. It's all frictionless. Other service functions, such as registration through social networks, different types of surveys, reports, survey templates, fine-tuning of the questionnaire, will be available in the next video. InPress is the best way to make your presentation interactive and fun.